You've probably heard people say, "I ruined my metabolism." Maybe you've felt that way yourself. You eat clean, you diet hard, you work out, but nothing seems to change. You feel stuck, tired, and frustrated, like your body is no longer responding. It's easy to believe that years of dieting have somehow broken your metabolism. But here's the truth. Your metabolism isn't fragile glass that shatters under stress. You can't actually ruin it. What you can do, though, is slow it down through something called metabolic adaptation, a natural, protective response your body has developed over thousands of years of evolution. Let's start by understanding what people really mean when they talk about metabolic damage. The phrase sounds dramatic, but what most people experience isn't damage, it's adaptation. When you go on a diet, especially a restrictive one, your body starts to make adjustments to conserve energy. It doesn't know you're trying to look good for summer, it thinks you're starving. So it does what it's supposed to do, it protects you. Your resting metabolic rate may slow down, your hunger hormones shift, and you burn fewer calories throughout the day. It's not broken, it's simply being efficient. Now let's talk about what happens inside your body when you diet too hard for too long. Imagine you've been eating only 1,000 or 1,200 calories a day. At first, the weight drops quickly, and you feel motivated. But after a few weeks, things change. Your progress stalls. You feel constantly tired, hungry, and moody. What's going on? Your hormones are adjusting to this low-energy state. Leptin, the hormone that tells your brain you're full, drops, so you feel hungrier. Ghrelin, the hormone that makes you crave food, rises, making you want to eat everything in sight. Thyroid hormones, which help regulate metabolism, decrease. And cortisol, the stress hormone, goes up, leading to stubborn belly fat and water retention. Your body becomes more efficient at storing energy and less willing to burn it. On top of that, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, NEAT, all those little movements you make without thinking, like fidgeting or walking around, naturally drops. You might not even notice it, but you start moving less. You feel too tired to take the stairs or go for that walk. All these small reductions add up, leading to slower fat loss. This is your body trying to survive, not sabotage you. This brings us to one of the biggest myths in fitness, the idea that eating less is always better. In reality, when you cut calories too low for too long, your body simply matches that energy intake by burning less. Think of your metabolism like a thermostat. If you lower the heat, calories, your body lowers its output energy burn to keep balance. You might still lose some weight at first, but over time, the system adjusts, and progress halts. Many people panic at this point and respond by eating even less. But that's where the real problems begin. The lower you go, the slower your metabolism becomes. Eventually, you're eating like a bird, but not losing an ounce. And then comes the rebound. After weeks or months of heavy restriction, your body is primed to store energy. The moment you start eating normally again, the weight comes back, sometimes even faster than before. That's because your metabolism hasn't yet caught up with your new calorie intake. This cycle of crash dieting, stalling, and regaining weight is what many people mistakenly label as metabolic damage. But the good news? It's reversible. Your metabolism isn't broken, it just needs to be rebuilt. Let's also clear up something that confuses a lot of people: starvation mode. Some believe that if you eat too little, your body completely stops losing fat. That's not true. If you were truly starving, you would still lose weight, but mostly from muscle, water, and bone density, not fat. What's really happening is metabolic suppression. Your body slows down energy burn, preserves fat for survival, and uses lean tissue for fuel. So yes, you can still lose weight while eating too little, but it's not healthy, sustainable, or desirable. You might weigh less, but you'll also feel weaker, colder, and more fatigued. So how do you fix this? How do you restore your metabolism after months or even years of yo-yo dieting? The answer lies in something called reverse dieting. It's the process of gradually increasing your calorie intake to rebuild your metabolic rate. Instead of slashing calories further, you slowly add more food, ideally 100 to 150 calories per week, until you reach a sustainable level where your energy, performance, and fat loss align. The key is to go slow. If you jump straight from 200 to 2,500 calories, your body will store the excess. But if you increase gradually, your metabolism adapts upward, burning more calories as your intake rises. During this process, it's essential to focus on quality foods, lean proteins, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats. Protein is especially important because it supports muscle repair and growth. Muscle, in turn, is metabolically active. It burns calories even when you're resting. The more muscle you have, the higher your resting metabolic rate. That's why resistance training is non-negotiable. If you want a faster metabolism, build more muscle. Cardio burns calories in the moment, but muscle burns calories all day long. And let's not forget about the other major components of a healthy metabolism: sleep and stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which makes your body hold on to fat, especially around your belly. Poor sleep does the same thing. It messes with your hunger hormones, increases cravings, and reduces willpower. If you're constantly exhausted, no diet in the world will work. Getting enough quality sleep, managing stress through meditation or breath work, and taking rest days can be just as important as what you eat. So no, you haven't ruined your metabolism. What you've likely done is confused it. Years of inconsistent dieting, skipping meals, and chasing quick fixes have left your body in a constant state of uncertainty. The best way to heal that is to give it consistency. Consistent meals, consistent training, and consistent rest. Your metabolism responds to trust. When it knows food is coming regularly and your stress is under control, it starts functioning the way it should. It's also important to shift your mindset. Stop thinking of your metabolism as something that needs to be hacked or repaired. It's not your enemy, it's your engine. Treat it with respect. Feed it with real food. Move daily. Lift heavy. Sleep deeply. And stop punishing it for doing its job. The goal isn't to eat as little as possible. It's to eat as much as you can while still making progress. That's the true definition of metabolic health. When you see influencers promoting 1,000-calorie diets or extreme fasting plans, remember this: what works fast doesn't last. Real fat loss takes time, balance, and patience. Your body isn't a math problem, it's a living system. It adapts, reacts, and learns from what you do every day. If you treat it well, it will work with you, not against you. So if you've been feeling stuck, tired, or convinced your metabolism is ruined, take a breath. It's not over. You can rebuild. Start by eating enough to fuel your workouts, lift weights to gain lean muscle, and manage your stress. Track your progress not just in numbers, but in energy, mood, and strength. You'll be amazed how quickly your body begins to respond once you stop fighting it. The truth is, you can't destroy your metabolism, but you can neglect it. You can starve it, stress it, and ignore its signals until it slows down. But the moment you give it what it needs, proper nutrition, strength training, rest, and patience, it wakes up again. Your metabolism is far more resilient than you think. You haven't broken it. You've just been working against it. Now it's time to work with it. Your body isn't your enemy. It's your partner. Learn to listen, adjust, and trust the process. Because when you stop chasing shortcuts and start building habits that last, your metabolism and your results will finally fall into place.